Do you guys feel like there's a right time to sell a house?
Now?
Or buy. I should say sell or buy a house.
Sell, I think everybody in Winnipeg is always focused on spring. Like, if you ever talk to anybody about when they want to list or getting ready to sell, they're like, shouldn't we wait till spring? Shouldn't we sell in the spring? I feel like for whatever reason, Winnipeg just has this like, the spring is the seller's time, even though we like sell competitive houses all year round.
Yeah, just more market activity overall.
I also think like we live somewhere that's minus 40 in the winter. So like that's a thing too.
That is true.
Minus 40 and dark at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Right? So
The dark makes a big difference.
the dark makes a big difference.
Well, we're
for
in that
sure.
right now.
Yeah.
Like 5 p.m. If you're going to see a house after 5 p.m., when you leave, it's
Bring a
dark.
flashlight.
Yeah, bring your flashlight.
Yeah, I agree.
I hate when people ask me this question
Yeah.
because I think you can frame it either way all the time. Like there's
There's so many different circumstances, right?
And I also think it is like, okay, spring market. I do think there's a time to hit the spring market, like when you're a little early or a little late.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes like that plays a factor into it, but when you ask me when that is, like I can't tell you a date. It's just when things start to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like statistically speaking, I say to people, like, we do see those biggest jumps in terms of numbers kind of in April to mid-May.
Yeah.
Statistically.
Yeah.
However, you could put your house on the market, a similar house could go on the market that same week, and that's not a guarantee, right? Like they're diluting your traffic. There could be buyers going for that one instead of yours. There's no true way to control it.
Yeah.
And that's only numbers too, right?
Yeah.
Like we were talking earlier, like, is it better to hit that timeline or be a month delayed and be putting out a house that is properly finished and not rough around the edges?
If you're not ready, your house isn't going to show as well as it would if you were ready to put it on the market, right?
To put it on the market in the busiest time when you have the most competition.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
So
it's a lot of buyers, but there's also a lot of houses on the market.
And then I will also argue, like, if you're putting your home on the market in the winter and you have a better than average home or a very nice home, like, even still, like, you're the only one. So you have, instead of competing with 5 houses, everyone's coming to see yours, and right now anyways, everyone's fighting then over your home instead of yours and the 3 in the neighborhood.
I agree. Yeah. Like a pretty properly prepared house is going to do well.
no matter the time of year.
It will always pull. If you maybe don't have the nicest house, then strategy might work better for you at other times of year. If there's like a fixer-upper or projects to be done and you want to time that. Buyers, I still think historically, like the buyers that get the best deals are the ones that are buying in November and December.
Yeah, I think a lot of buyers want to wait for interest rates to drop always. But every buyer, like if the interest rates drop, yes, you might have more purchasing power, but so does every other buyer out there. So,
and there's more people coming to the table because of that reason.
Yes,
so there's
exactly. More competition.
Yeah. It's the same 2021 or whatever, the whole COVID time where interest rates were so low that everyone was coming out of the woodwork and just like throwing money at houses. It's, interest rates go down. Yes, that sounds great. But again, it comes down to the numbers. Like, what can you afford now? Can you afford this house now? Are you looking now? Like, if you're telling me you're interested in looking in spring, maybe start now. Like, get an idea of the market. Like, maybe you'll see the house pop up, and if the numbers work, make it work. Like, is a small percentage of interest going to make that difference on the house you really want, or do you want to pay another 40 grand more in 3 months? It's I don't know. Our market is so strange for purchasing right now. Just looking at literally active listings in Winnipeg right now, November 2024. There's not a lot out there.
No, there's not a lot.
Which means if you put yours up and there's not a lot out there, you're getting everyone looking that's looking.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I think on our team, we've all been in pretty aggressive bidding wars this fall as well. Yeah, like.
But back to what Jen said too, I think out of the couple clients that I can look back and say, oh, they got a smoking deal on that house. Like I can't believe that. And maybe it's just there was no rhyme or reason to it and it was just kind of fluke, but they have been in the fall and right kind of before Christmas. And again, I've also competed against 10 offers in November and December. So it's
For sure. For sure. I just find in November and December, it's those houses that aren't tip-top shape, but they're okay. Like some cosmetics, minor work could really make them shine, but people are starting to get a little pickier at that time of season. Like they have to really want to move in the dead of winter.
Exactly.
And so it's just not pushing them over the edge. But those are the deals to be had at this time of year.
Yeah.
Especially like you say, when you're looking at some of the possession dates on houses popping up right now when people are asking for like end of February, March. Like, well, you don't want to move in winter. Like, even though February, March could be bad, but they're pushing as far as they can.
Yeah.
I sometimes make the joke too with buyers. It's like when buyers are seriously looking at houses the week of like December 20th, they are serious buyers. Like they want a house now. And I would almost argue more too on the selling side. Like if you're listing your house December 20th, likely you want to sell it. You need to sell it.
You're motivated.
Absolutely.
And you're probably not going to get a lot of traffic.
But everyone that comes through will be likely very serious,
legitimate.
right?
Very serious.
You don't have time wasters kind of walking through. So.
For sure. I often tell my sellers, like a lot of the time, like if a house has been sitting and they're going into the holidays, they say we should pull it, try again in the spring. And I often say like, trust me, like first week or two of January, there's a pocket in there of people that are very motivated to buy, and people aren't listing by choice at that point.
No.
And I've always found like our listings that maybe aren't as pretty or have been sitting for a bit, that's when they sell through, is in that first couple of weeks when there's nothing to buy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Limited options.
That early January, like it's a real thing. It's like January 1 comes and the calls start flying in.
I know. Yeah, I remember Leslie from the office last year saying, wow, what a great January you guys had. And I'm like, every January is great. Like it's a pocket. There's a little pocket in there where people really come out to buy.
For sure.
Yeah.